Guys, I'm gonna be a bit honest. I am a bit tired of what's going on with Arc Raiders right now. Lately, the internet has been flooded by videos, by blog posts, by people on, I don't know, Reddit, whatever, social media stuff about Arc Raiders dying. And to an extent, this talks are somewhat true in a way because the game has lost a lot of its player base. I think it started with about 450,000 players on peak in January, and now we are peaking somewhere averaging around 100k a day, maybe a bit more during the weekends. But I just want to state this. The game is about 6 months old right now, I think, and still peaking around 100,000 players a day. It's pretty good on Steam alone. You guys got to remember that there's consoles as well, and Steam is not the only platform that people are playing this game on. And I don't know, I've just been seeing so much negativity around this, and I just want to make a video to kind of express my feeling about this. But before we continue, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Iniba. If you want cheaper games, gift cards, or in-game currency, Iniba is a great place to check out because you can save money instead of paying for the full price. I use Iniba all the time when I need new games as they are super fast, safe, and reliable. And they have over 40,000 digital products. If you're on mobile, don't worry as you have Snacksy. It's an app powered by Iniba and lets you play mobile games, complete milestones, and earn rewards while playing the game. Make sure you use my code CrazyShoot to a checkout on Iniba and to get a $10 bonus on Snacksy. Yes, the game has lost a lot of its player base, but this is something absolutely normal. After a while, games get boring. After a while, people do everything in the game and they just want to move on, or they come in from time to time whenever there's a new update, or they just stop playing because, I don't know, other stuff happen in their life and things like that. And this is what happens with every single live service game out there. I don't think there's a perfect formula for a live service. Like, look at Call of Duty, look at Battlefield, Marvel Rivals, all these kind of games. Like, eventually their player base is gonna go down. I think Battlefield started with like over 700,000 people on Steam alone at peak when it launched, and now it's about 60-70,000, which is not bad, but you could say it's more than 80% of this player base being gone, and that's something normal. The same thing happens to Arc Raiders as well. A lot of people leave, a lot of people have finished whatever they had to do, they're a bit burnt down, they've done the content and everything, and they just chilling out, and they only tuning in whenever there's a new wipe, there is a new expedition, there is a new content drop, a new map and stuff like that. By the way, the new map is coming in like 2 weeks. I cannot wait for that. And I just want to say that it's totally normal. It's okay for a game to lose players. It's impossible to have content non-stop. And I know I kind of made a video a while back, whoa, 2 world packs already, saying the game is kind of, losing players and stuff like that. But I only made that video to kind of show what the game needs to do in order to evolve and to, well, do better and keep the players in. And I do understand that some things are impossible to do, especially because Embark is a small dev team and everything. And these things can only be done over time. But all I'm trying to say is that we need to stop feeding the negativity. The more negative we are towards a video game, or, I don't know, towards something, the more that something is gonna pretty much die out on us. So whenever you try to play Arc Raiders, you boot in the game, you find some people, you loot some gear, whatever you want to do and stuff like that. But then, you stop and you just go online because you're tired and you just want to watch some videos, and your whole feed is flooded by people. Oh, Arc Raiders is dying. Oh, Arc Raiders lost 80% of the player base. Oh, Arc Raiders is not putting enough content. And, you kind of start feeling the same, and your hype for the game kind of dies out. And, I just want this to stop. I think the game is doing absolutely fine. Having around 100,000 people daily, it's pretty darn good if you ask me. Yes, it can be better. We have a new update coming in, which brings in a new map, the new expedition, and all that kind of stuff. And I know a lot of people are not doing the expedition, which is totally fine. But the game is doing okay. It's fine to lose players for a video game. Yes, there are problems in the game. Yes, rats are annoying to PvE players or to friendly players. But at the end of the day, we gotta understand that this is a PvPvE game. I don't think a PvE mode is coming. We just gotta get used to it. And also, we gotta understand that from time to time, it's okay to lose some gear. I cannot believe I'm actually saying that, but yeah, I mean, the more PvE we play, the more loot we're gonna have. I absolutely love playing PvE. I don't really like the PvP aspect of the game, but I just think, you know, having a little fight from time to time is not that big of a deal. Yes, content-wise, we could have more, and hopefully we will have, like, it just feels like whenever they add like 1 or 2 new blueprints, everything gets, you know, done in like the first few hours, I'll say, and then the next big content drop is going to be in like a month, and that's kind of exactly how it feels, you know. It doesn't feel very great, but we gotta understand that there's only so much they can add. But having all of these videos online, bashing the game, bashing the devs, bashing the community and stuff like that, is just not bringing anything good to the overall health of Arc Raiders. I still think it's a fantastic game. Of course, after a while, after you play for hundreds of hours or for how much you played, it's not gonna feel the same as day one. But again, that is something normal. And I think the less drama we are getting involved into, the better the game is gonna feel. Nowadays, I don't really have much to do in the game because I unlocked kind of everything. I only have one blueprint to obtain, but unfortunately that blueprint is from a quest, and I think I sold it because I've done all the quests. And I just love running around, taking down Arc, helping players, dropping some blueprints for others, just, you know, chilling, enjoying the world of Arc Raiders. Because I think it's absolutely fantastic. This is still one of the best games, and it still has one of the best communities out there. The PvE community is absolutely insane. Like, the amount of people just teaming up to take down Arc and stuff like that, it's crazy. And even though I don't really engage with PvP, I know a lot of people really like the PvP aspect. There's a lot of people that like the sus kind of lobbies, I'll call them. I think that's what the phrasing is for them, where you don't really know who's friendly or not, and you can get shot in the back and stuff like that. I'm not really the biggest fan of that because that's where rats exist. But hey, even rats, you know, they're part of the game. I kind of got used to them. I hate whenever I die to a rat, but at the end, I just got used to it. And I'm very surprised nobody tried to come into the room here, which is pretty impressive. And we did leave with some pretty amazing stuff. We got 2 pink weapons, and we got 2 wolf packs. That's pretty darn good from this room. But also we're getting the new major update with River Tides. It's gonna drop in 2 weeks. We got a new map, we got a new big arc, we got the expedition. I think we're getting a new player project as well. We're getting one of those passes that the game has, and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe there's like new guns, new blueprints, new equipment and stuff like that. We don't know all the specifics. But I can definitely understand why people are saying the game is dying, because there's things that I wish they were changed as well. For example, when you do an expedition, I want different types of rewards. I want different types of requirements for my benches. I don't want to do the same thing every single time. And I know some people will say, yeah, but benches requirements are not that big of a deal. Yeah, but, you know, every little bit can make the game more replayable and more, I don't know, it can surprise you a bit, you know, have something new in it. So, for example, you get like new requirements for your benches. Instead of needing Sentinel cores for your gunsmith, you need, I don't know, Queen cores or something like that. Or, I don't know, whatever. Change it up every single time you do an expedition, so it feels fresh whenever you come in the game. And little bits like that will definitely make or break a game for a lot of people. Have the quests, I don't know, if you already did the quest, add new quests for the people that do the expeditions. Maybe change the loot pool a bit, make the blueprints more rare, make the key rooms have more blueprints than usual, like things like that to kind of keep the community and the player base on its toes, like you don't know what to expect and things like that. And yes, after a while, when you play a lot, you do kind of know everything you have to do, but I just think they can do definitely a better job. And of course, having like more maps and more guns and more things like that is definitely gonna help out the game, and it's gonna bring in more people. But we also gotta understand that this can only be done to an extent. Like at the moment, I honestly think that Arc Raiders is doing just fine. It's okay for a big chunk of the community to go away, because the hype for the game has kind of died out a bit. The honeymoon phase is over. The core community of the game has kind of steadied out a bit. So the people that are in the game right now are people that really enjoy the game, you know, and making, for example, some changes with the PvP and PvE aspect can change some things for the good or for the bad. I don't know. There was like an article where the director of Arc Raiders said that 30% of the player base actively, you know, goes into PvP, 30% of the player base only goes PvE, and the 40% are kind of in like the medium PvP and PvE as well, so in like the sus lobbies, as we call them. So there's definitely a big portion of the community that kind of engages with PvP. So having just PvE, I don't know how good it's going to be for a lot of people and for the player base. Yeah, they can split them and stuff like that, but I think that's just going to create more confusion than anything else. And one thing that I could say is maybe the aggressive base matchmaking can get a bit of an improvement. Maybe whenever someone gets ratted and fights back, it should not be, you know, punished by the aggressive base matchmaking because they were just defending themselves. Things like that to kind of improve the overall experience of the game is definitely gonna make things a lot better. And of course, we already know they're making changes with the arc. They're getting smarter and that kind of stuff. It's getting more challenging, and I do love getting more challenging the PvE aspect of the game. I think this is the most important part of the game. Fighting other raiders is definitely not the big deal here. I know for a lot of people, they think that the PvP is the most important part of the game, but it's not. It's actually fighting the arc. So it's slowly getting better over time, but I think for the moment, the game is doing fine. The game is not dying. That's all I'm trying to say. I think it's okay for a game to lose players, and I still think that Arc Raiders is doing a fantastic job. Hopefully the new map is gonna bring in a lot of players and stuff like that, and maybe even new players. But at the moment, I just think Arc Raiders is doing good. It can definitely do better. I'm happy that they're kind of listening to the community a bit, which is fantastic, but I hope they do it even more. And I'm just very excited for the future of this game. They do have a 10-year plan for this game, but you guys gotta understand, they're not gonna add a map every single month for 10 years. It's impossible for them to do that. They're giving us content slowly so they keep the game alive. But let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. I just wanted to make this video because I'm tired of seeing all the negativity around this game on the internet. I still think it's a great game. And also, it's not just this game, it's like kind of every game in general, which kind of sucks. We live in a time where drama, like, it's promoted everywhere. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Of course, there are things that needs to be changed in this game and that can be improved to make the game better, but I also don't think that the game is dying or anything. And yes, I know some of you are gonna rephrase that video that I mentioned, that I made like a month ago or so, but also I made that video so I point out some things that they can be changed, and hopefully Embark maybe saw it and they're considering some of the things. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think about this, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe for more content. We're gonna get some new expedition info soon, which I'm gonna definitely cover. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the live streams, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.